This is going to be a video explaining what has happened to Envyblock, to the current players, to the returning players, and to the new players. So this is a thread created by the owner to explain everything that's happened. So here we go. Yesterday morning, something terrible has happened to the server. Not only had I woken up to several emails regarding a crashed server, when I returned to my computer I had found that it was not similar to any other crash I have experienced. I could not connect to RDP and the servers were left with a state unknown, which I have never seen before. Turns out, the dedicated server was completely off. After hours of trying to communicate with our hosts, they managed to tell me the dedicated servers department was not currently available, as if they had been nuked or something. So late in the night, last night, I received an email as they returned to work. Their conclusion was this: "Hello Brandon. I'm deeply sorry to inform you that the drive indeed had failed. We tried to swap the SATA cable as well as the port on the motherboard to no avail. We are deeply sorry for your data loss. However, we cannot take any responsibility seen to this case, as we cannot perform automated backups for all our dedicated servers. Unfortunately, hard drive failures do occur and do always entail these kinds of issues. A new disk has been installed and is ready to be freshly provisioned. Would you like us to proceed with provisioning your prior Windows and game panel setup to restore your access as before the hard drive failure, or would you rather like to provision a server with a different operating system?" In layman's terms, the hard drive that has stored our past year's work as an entire community failed, and they could not recover the data. Regarding the second paragraph of that quote, I said, hell no. I apologize for laying the fate of such a great community server in the hands of Fragnet. Hard drive failures occur only for a few reasons. Your computer is bumped or jostled while it was running. The electric motor which allows a platter to spin fails due to bad bearings or other components. The filter on your air intake gets too clogged, or the filter isn't working properly. Extreme heat while running causes the electronic circuit board to fail. There is a sudden power failure while the disk is writing. Although they insist it is not their fault, I suspect a lack of care for their servers. Yeah, seriously, this is a business standpoint. You failed and now this is what happened. But here's more to it. Now on to the bad part. I have served for this community for well over 2 years now. I have seen thousands of faces come and go, and I've met some amazing individuals in my time operating Envyblock. However, I started Envyblock back in my junior summer of high school, and I had a part-time job, not much motivation for school, and all the time in the world to make Envyblock a success. I am now currently in college, struggling to pay my tuition, have a car that is ready to break down. I'm still trying to help out my family after my father's stroke back in November, and I will have to start working a full-time job in order to compensate all of that. My plan was to keep Envyblock alive during this time, but I simply do not have the time to restart everything in such a short notice. On top of that, Envyblock has been scraping at the bottom of the barrel for the past few months. With a monthly dedicated server, engine, bytecraft, DDoS protection, and advertisement costs, Envyblock was barely making it with the donations it received. So here's my simple suggestion: keep this community alive. I have done my best to do the same over the entirety of the last 2 years. I still own all of Envyblock's IPs. In another year or so, I will be willing to sell them or redirect them to anyone who would be willing to continue Envyblock. As of this point, anyone is free to use the name. Regarding donations, I am afraid there is nothing to refund, even if it was all for our policy. Donations are only refundable within 3 days of purchase, as are terms and conditions on Bytecraft. I want to thank all of you. What you have done with this community. There's only so much I could have done myself. Envyblock would have never had any potential without you. Yes, the person reading this right now. There are too many players to thank individually, but special thanks to all of our veterans, staff members, and those who had left before but come back. This wasn't hard to see the potential in Envyblock, and all of you made sure of that. For now, there's not a whole lot I can do. The forums will still be up for quite a while. I can even transfer ownerships to someone who wishes to continue all of this. Other than that, I am canceling all payments to our current partnerships or other partnerships. Hey guys, once again, thanks for making Envyblock. You can only imagine the devastation for making the server for over 2 years, and all that is just completely gone. And as well as a devastation for anyone else who has joined the server, who has worked so hard on the server, who has built a lot of things on the server, who has done a lot of things on the server. Everything is just completely wiped. It's like it has never happened. And here's the deal: for 2 days, that Bryce has actually been working on trying to set up the server. And obviously you see that server right here right now as I'm flying from biome to biome. kingdom. We have successfully revived Envyblock, but the thing is that everything is gone, so we have to rebuild from scratch. Like, this is a day one type of deal. Bryce has to add in the other mods, he has to add in the plugins, he has to add in the permissions and all that other stuff onto the server. So what that means is that if you were to come back to Envyblock, everything that you have right there is completely gone. It's like you have never played whatsoever. It sucks, yes I know, but at least that we got the server back up and running and we are still continuing strong. We have all the other staff members back, we have all the other players back, and we are getting even new players that I have never seen before. And honestly, I kinda like this. Really, yes, I know I have over 105 videos doing a Pixelmon series, and now it's like none of that happened, and now we're starting over, back to square one. But just think of it this way, that we get to see the server actually grow. We get to build the server how we want to build it, and we are going to see it build every single day from then on forth. It is a rare sight to actually see that you see the server build right before your eyes, because for other people, they join the server when it has already much everything in it, and now that they join the server when it has nothing, they get to see step by step that we are making progress and we are not giving up. We are not giving up on the server. We're going to continue on making the server the best that we can make it as. So if anyone who is watching this video, new players, current players, veteran players, I wish for you guys to actually give this video a thumbs up to let us know that you are not quitting Envyblock, that you are going to continue on Envyblock. You're going to try to build Envyblock to the best of its abilities. Now, it's a bit of gonna be a struggle, honestly. It's going to be a slight little struggle, but we could actually do this. We could actually make it the best as we can. That we're going to have the gym leaders, we're going to have the staff members, we're going to have the buildings, we're going to have the other mods, that everyone's going to be racing to actually get whatever they want to get, especially when, of course, we have to start over. That we're gonna have, it's gonna take some time for us to get our gym leaders back. It's gonna take some time to build the gyms. It's gonna take us time to build the arenas and all that stuff. But we are still doing this. We are still working on it as I'm making this video right now. I'm not giving up on Envyblock. I am not gonna give it up. Is that I have faith in the server. I've been supporting it for a while, and here's the deal. Today, it is my 1-year anniversary that I have been on Envyblock. So what better way to start off an anniversary than to start all over? Wow, I did not realize it until I looked at my watch and looked at the date. It is actually my 1st year anniversary that I have been on Envyblock. And I'm quite happy, honestly. I get to continue on making a series about Envyblock, and it's gonna be a step by step progress. Honestly, I'm more excited about this than anything else. Yes, I have lost everything. Yes, I have lost all the things I have worked hard for. Yes, I've lost all my structures I've been making. Mainly it's just making holes in the ground, making tunnels, but that could easily be done. All the Pokemon could actually get captured, and people could still help me out by finding all of the shinies that I need to get for my collection. And breeding, my god, everyone's gonna be just rushing to actually get the perfect IVs, and you know me, with all my EVs, they're all gone. I had like 70 of the perfect IV EVs, but I can get that all over again. Honestly, it's no big deal. But anyways, that my 1-year anniversary, and I'm making the video on Envyblock, starting over from scratch. Also, DG is still the owner, Bryce is the new owner. I have donated to help actually get the server back up and running, and we're continuing on with this. Again, if you're new, current, veteran, or pretty much a random stranger just going onto this video, I only ask for a thumbs up on this video. I want you to like this video so that we could support Envyblock and we could actually get Envyblock back on its feet. With new players coming on by, who knows, maybe builders could help us come by and just build up the server as well. But I want to know that you're not giving up on Envyblock and you want to support Envyblock. So that is all I could ask for, and I'm going to continue on making more and more videos on Envyblock. And just want to say this for sure, that Envyblock episode, or Pixelmon episode 105, yeah, 105, or was it 106? No, it's 105. 105 is the last episode that I have made on Envyblock before the crash. So anything I say on there is completely null and void, but I want to have the video up there to show people like this is what it was, at least for me, and now I lost everything. As well as a lot of people lost everything, don't get me wrong. But that's all I got to say for now. I don't want to ramble on too much as I already have. Just short and point, too long, didn't read. The server has been obliterated, everything has been lost, and now we are rebuilding from scratch. All the veterans, all the current players have to actually build up from what they lost, but just as long as the server is back, that we are back with a community of family of friends, we are happy. We are more than happy to rebuild everything. So all I can ask for all the other people, just remain positive, guys. Remain positive. Remain positive for yourself. Remain positive for the veterans. Remain positive for the new players. We are going to rebuild this. We're going to make Envyblock as strong as ever and even better than it was before. But until then, that's going to be the end of this video. Have a great day, everyone. I am SorterKing090, and as always, I will see you in the next video.